The 2027 Hyundai Santa Fe is about to arrive with changes significant enough to make the current model feel like yesterday's news. A powertrain nobody saw coming, a full tech overhaul, and exterior fixes the current generation needed from day one. If you're currently shopping for a mid-size SUV and the Santa Fe is already on your shortlist, buying the 2026 model right now could be one of the more costly snap decisions you make this year. Most buyers assume a refresh means minor tweaks and a slightly higher sticker, but this one is introducing a first-ever extended-range electric powertrain capable of over 600 miles of combined range, at a price increase that's barely going to register. Number 6. Updated styling. The fifth-generation Santa Fe took a sharp turn in design when it launched. Boxy proportions, a polarizing front end, layered, light graphics. It made a statement, but the reaction was split. Hyundai has clearly taken that feedback on board because the 2027 model is coming with a facelift that directly addresses the elements that drew the most criticism. The front end is getting a full rework. A new H-shaped lighting signature is replacing the current setup with vertical LED daytime running strips at the outer edges of the upper fascia, connected by a full-width horizontal band across the top. The low and high beam units are being repositioned lower in the bumper, separated from the DRLs entirely. The upper grille is being split horizontally into two sections, and the lower grille is getting a cleaner, uniform mesh pattern. The visual result is a more layered, structured nose, one that reads as deliberately designed rather than complicated. At the rear, new vertical taillights stacked along the outer edges and a horizontal light strip across the mid-tailgate are replacing the current setup. New 21-inch wheels are expected on the sides. The styling fixes are real and meaningful, but if you think a lighting redesign is the biggest reason to wait for this model, the next update is going to completely reframe that conversation because it involves a powertrain type no Santa Fe has ever used in its entire history. Number 5. Brand new E-REV powertrain. Hyundai is introducing an extended-range electric vehicle, E-REV, powertrain to the Santa Fe lineup for the first time. The system is built around a 2.5-liter turbocharged gasoline engine paired with a 2-motor electric setup. The key distinction? That engine never drives the wheels. Its only job is to act as a generator, keeping the battery charged while the electric motors handle all propulsion. Think about the last time you planned a long road trip in an electrified vehicle. The route calculation, the charging stop detours, the buffer management. It adds a layer of stress that gasoline drivers simply don't deal with. That's exactly the problem the Santa Fe E-REV is built to eliminate. A front motor generator handles both battery charging and front axle power. A dedicated drive motor on the rear axle delivers standard all-wheel drive. The result is a vehicle that drives like a full EV in everyday use, with the gasoline engine stepping in silently when battery levels require it. No driver input, no range compromise. The projected combined range is over 600 miles, achieved through a high-performance battery that delivers equivalent output at less than half the capacity of a conventional EV pack. That engineering balance keeps weight, cost, and complexity in check. Production for the North American market is going into place by the end of 2026, with 2027 sales to follow. The E-REV is the powertrain headline, but there's a separate technology overhaul happening inside the cabin that's just as significant, and it starts with a screen that makes the current infotainment setup look like it belongs in a different decade. Number 4. New tech features. The current Santa Fe uses two 12.3-inch displays in a single integrated panel. It works, but rivals are moving fast, and the 2027 model is stepping up in a way that feels like a generational shift. Anyone who's tried adjusting climate settings on a modern touchscreen while driving knows how that usually goes. Eyes off the road, 3 taps through menus, wrong setting selected. It's a problem many otherwise capable systems have created by eliminating physical controls entirely. The 2027 Santa Fe is taking a different approach. A 17-inch central touchscreen pairs with a 9.9-inch digital gauge cluster, and physical knobs for climate and audio are staying put. Large screen, real controls. That's exactly the balance most rivals are still failing to strike. Both displays run on Plios Connect, built on Android Automotive, with a smartphone-style interface featuring split view and multi-window capability. The Glio AI voice assistant processes natural speech rather than memorized commands. Plios ID carries personalized driver settings across sessions. None of this forces buyers into new powertrain technology either. The options that have already earned trust are going nowhere. Number 3. Proven powertrain options. The E-REV is the headline edition, but Hyundai is keeping the full existing lineup in place for 2027, giving buyers genuine choice without pressure toward the newest technology. The base turbocharged 2.5-liter inline-4 produces 277 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque, paired with an 8-speed automatic. Front-wheel drive is standard. All-wheel drive adds $1,700, except on the XRT, where it's included. The Santa Fe Hybrid continues separately, returning 34 to 36 miles per gallon combine, and a plug-in hybrid variant is also expected to carry over. Gas, hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and E-REV. 4 powertrain paths under one nameplate. Very few competitors in this segment can match that. The 2027 Santa Fe serves daily commuters, efficiency-focused families, and near EV buyers without asking any of them to compromise. And every one of those buyers ends up in the same interior, which is where the 2027 model makes its most convincing argument yet. Number 2, upscale interior. Few SUVs at this price generate the interior reactions the Santa Fe does. Land Rover's influence is visible in the cabin's architecture, and the 2027 model pushes that impression further with new steering wheel with a square profile, slimmer central air vents, and a cleaner overall dashboard layout alongside the new 17-inch screen. Spend 4 or 5 hours in a noisy cabin, and the fatigue builds in ways that are hard to pinpoint but very real by the time you arrive. The Santa Fe addresses this directly. Sound insulation is one of the current model's genuine strengths, and the 2027 is carrying that quality forward. The cabin stays notably quiet at highway speeds, and upper trims pair it with a 12-speaker Bose audio system, making long drives considerably more tolerable. Nappa leather, wood trim, and an extendable driver footrest are available in upper trims, features that typically appear in vehicles costing significantly more. Limited and calligraphy grades bring power-operated second-row captain's chairs as standard. Cargo capacity runs 14.6 cubic feet behind the third row, reaching 80 cubic feet with both rows folded. The interior makes a strong standalone case, but there's one reason left that pulls everything together, and for most buyers, it's the one that makes the decision easy. Number 1, excellent value. Pricing for the 2027 Santa Fe is going to run from approximately $35,000 to $55,000, with increases over the current model expected to stay minimal across the board. The SE starts at around $37,000, with turbocharged 2.5-liter engine, Plios Connect infotainment, front-wheel drive standard with all-wheel drive available. The SEL at approximately $40,000 adds heated front seats, 8-way power driver adjustment, faux leather upholstery, wireless charging, dual-zone HVAC with third-row vents and roof rails. The XRT comes in around $44,000 with all-wheel drive standard and a 4,500-pound tow rating, the highest in the lineup, along with all-terrain tires and rugged exterior detailing. The Limited at approximately $47,000 brings Nappa leather, wood trim, the Bose system, and power second-row captain's chairs. At the top, the calligraphy starts around $50,000, adding the extendable footrest and the most complete standard equipment list in the lineup. For context, the Honda Pilot opens at nearly $44,000, the Mazda CX-90 at $41,000, and the Ford Explorer at $40,000. The Santa Fe SE undercuts all of them. Backing all of this is Hyundai's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and 3 years of complimentary scheduled maintenance, among the strongest coverage packages available at this price point. The 2027 Hyundai Santa Fe is arriving with a sharper exterior that resolves the polarizing elements of the current design, a first-ever E-REV powertrain with over 600 miles of combined range, a 17-inch Plios Connect system running on entirely new software, and a cabin that keeps delivering above its price point. The proven gas and hybrid options are staying, the powertrain lineup is the broadest it has ever been, and pricing across all 5 trims is going to remain one of the most competitive in the segment. Buying the 2026 model today means locking into a vehicle its own successor is about to outclass in almost every measurable way, for a price difference that, in most cases, amounts to very little. Still, the Santa Fe isn't the only Korean SUV that's coming with big novelties for the next year. If you're looking for something smaller, something compact in size, then you definitely want to check out our video about the 2027 Kia Sportage. It's getting updates with changes in nearly every aspect that matters, including major visual enhancements.